I have a great deal of respect for these prosecutors because they don't want the tragedy of a wrongful conviction, and it takes some courage to do that. I'm sure it wasn't easy for them to look at the Galbraith family and say, look, we've made a decision, the evidence is not here. That could not have been easy for them, but they did it, and that's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're paid to do.
Is there something you want to say about his behavior prior to Nancy's death? Court heard that he was stalking her.
Yeah, I wouldn't use the term stalking. They both had issues with each other, and they were a couple that wasn't getting along at that time, but they were no different than hundreds of thousands of other couples who are having a difficult time in their relationship. He also brought her flowers and told her he loved her and wanted to be with her, and that evidence came out as well. So it wasn't one-sided. It had evidence going every which way, both from her and from him. It became clear that much of the evidence that placed timing demonstrated that it could not be Mr. Quick, and much of the evidence that related to identification, such as the type of truck, the description of the person who got out of the van, and things of that nature, did not match Mr. Quick.
But it passed the test for a preliminary hearing.
It passed the very minimal test under Section 548 of the Criminal Code, which simply means there is some evidence upon which a jury could possibly convict. As Mr. Mannarin pointed out before the justice, that is such a minor test for the prosecution to get over. It's no test that would match up with the heavy responsibility of determining whether or not you're prosecuting the wrong person. It just says, is there any inference that can be drawn from this circumstantial evidence that it's possible? And here's the test that judges go by to determine that test. Let's say there's 100 possible inferences, and 99 of them are in favor of the accused and 1 is against. They're obligated by law to take the one inference that's against the accused. That's how minor that test is. That is not a test upon which a prosecutor should determine that yes, they should proceed on a serious charge when they know there's lots of evidence to suggest it's someone else.
Would Mr. Scott Quick like to make a comment in terms of how are you feeling?
Relieved, of course. I'm looking forward to resuming my life with my children and my family.
What will you be doing?
Tomorrow never knows.
Are you going back to the town that you were at before?
That's not clear yet. I don't know.
How has your time in custody been, knowing that there could have been a trial in this?
It's been hell.